Welcome to Hollywood Information. In this video, we are going to uncover a tragic and lesser-known side of fame. The stories of 17 famous actors who sadly lost their lives during surgery. Some of these stars went under the knife for life-saving procedures, others for routine operations, and a few for cosmetic enhancements. But fate had other plans. Their passing not only shocked their families, but also left a deep scar on the film industry and their millions of fans around the world. 1. Joan Rivers, one of the most iconic female comedians in American history, known for her sharp wit and fearless humor, was adored worldwide. On August 28, 2014, she went in for what was considered a minor throat surgery at a Manhattan clinic, an endoscopy meant to examine her vocal cords. But during the procedure, she stopped breathing. Doctors tried to revive her, but Joan slipped into a coma and passed away a week later at the age of 81. Investigations later revealed several procedural errors, including an unauthorized biopsy performed during the endoscopy. It was a devastating end to a woman who made millions laugh. Joan's passing became a wake-up call about surgical ethics and safety in outpatient clinics. 2. Bill Paxton, one of Hollywood's most beloved character actors, starred in blockbusters like Titanic, Twister, and Aliens. In early 2017, he underwent surgery to repair an aortic aneurysm and heart valve. Though the operation seemed successful, complications from a stroke during recovery took his life at age 61. His death shocked fans and fellow actors, as Paxton was still in the prime of his career. His family later filed a wrongful death lawsuit, citing surgical negligence. Bill Paxton's case served as a stark reminder that even in modern medicine, no surgery is risk-free. 3. Florence Griffith Joyner, though best known as an Olympic legend, FloJo had also started making waves in Hollywood before her untimely passing. She underwent a medical procedure related to a congenital vascular condition in 1998. Tragically, she passed away due to complications from the surgery. Florence had been branching into acting, appearing in commercials and film projects. Her death silenced a bright, multi-talented figure whose charisma could have easily rivaled any Hollywood star. 4. Brittany Murphy, known for roles in Clueless, 8 Mile, and Just Married, was adored for her bubbly charm and infectious smile. Although her official cause of death in 2009 was pneumonia and anemia, later reports suggested she was scheduled for minor plastic surgery shortly before her sudden collapse at home. Some speculate that a combination of medications and stress weakened her system. Her husband, Simon Monjack, tragically died months later under similar circumstances, leaving Hollywood and her fans with unanswered questions. Brittany was just 32 years old, gone far too soon. 5. Michael Jackson, while not purely an actor, Michael Jackson had starred in several major film projects and short films, including Moonwalker and the WIZ. 9. Jackson died during preparations for his comeback tour. This is it, after receiving a lethal dose of the anesthetic propofol administered by his private doctor. The drug was meant to help him sleep, similar to what would be used in surgical sedation. The incident was ruled a homicide, and his doctor was convicted of involuntary manslaughter. Jackson's death sent shockwaves across the globe, exposing the dark side of celebrity medicine and the misuse of surgical-grade drugs. 6. John Candy, the beloved comedy legend known for Uncle Buck, Planes, Trains and Automobiles, and Home Alone, had long struggled with weight and heart issues. In 1994, during filming in Mexico, Candy reportedly suffered a heart attack after undergoing a medical procedure to treat cardiac blockage. Though he was under medical supervision, his heart gave out. At just 43, Candy's loss was a crushing blow to fans who adored his warmth and humor. His death reminded many that even laughter can't always mask silent health battles. 7. Tupac Shakur. The world knows Tupac as a rap legend, but few realize he was also an emerging actor with credits in Juice and Poetic Justice. After being shot multiple times in Las Vegas in 1996, Tupac was rushed into emergency surgery. For 6 days, doctors fought to save him. Despite multiple operations, his injuries were too severe that he died on September 13, 1996, at the age of 25. His death in the surgical ward became one of the most tragic moments in entertainment history, cutting short both a powerful voice and a promising acting career. 8. Chris Penn brother, Chris Penn, known for roles in Reservoir Dogs and Rush Hour, passed away in 2006. Reports indicated complications following a surgical treatment for an enlarged heart contributed to his sudden death. T only 40. Chris's passing was both sudden and heartbreaking, especially given his immense acting potential. He had often been overshadowed by his brother, but had carved out a unique and respected career of his own. 9. Dana Hill was a talented voice actress and on-screen performer, known for National Lampoon's European Vacation and A Goofy Movie. She suffered from diabetes since childhood, which led to several complications. During a medical operation related to her condition, she fell into a diabetic coma and passed away in 1996 at just 32 years old. Her voice and talent live on, especially through her animated characters that continue to bring joy to younger audiences. 10. Donda West. Though not an actor herself, Donda West, mother of Kanye West, was a known public figure who had appeared in media, documentaries, and television projects. In 2007, she tragically passed away following cosmetic surgery involving liposuction and breast reduction. Complications arose after the procedure, leading to heart failure. Her death sparked widespread discussions about the risks of elective cosmetic surgery and the pressure Hollywood culture puts on physical perfection. Kanye has since spoken many times about how her loss changed him forever. 11. Jane Mansfield was one of the original blonde bombshells of Hollywood, often compared to Marilyn Monroe. Though she died in a car crash in 1967, few know she nearly lost her life earlier that year due to complications during breast enhancement surgery. The earlier operation reportedly caused internal injuries and excessive bleeding, leaving her weakened before the fatal crash. Jane's obsession with maintaining Hollywood beauty standards came at a tragic cost, showing how the industry's pressures can push stars toward dangerous choices. 12. Oliver Reed, famous for his powerful roles in Gladiator and Oliver, was known for his larger-than-life personality. In 1999, while filming Gladiator in Malta, Reed underwent a routine surgical procedure after a sudden illness. However, complications led to cardiac failure during the operation. He was 61. His death occurred before filming completed, forcing the studio to digitally recreate his remaining scenes. Reed's loss added an eerie realism to his character's death in Gladiator. 13. Heather O'Rourke captured hearts as the angelic little girl from Poltergeist. But behind the scenes, she had been battling intestinal issues misdiagnosed for months. In 1988, she was rushed into emergency surgery for intestinal obstruction. Tragically, she suffered cardiac arrest during the operation and passed away at only 12 years old. Hollywood was devastated. Her death became one of the central tragedies behind the so-called Poltergeist curse, forever marking the film an eerie legend. 14. Andy Warhol, though primarily an artist, was deeply involved in filmmaking and acting, often starring his own avant-garde productions. In 1987, Warhol underwent routine gallbladder surgery. Despite being considered low risk, he died in recovery due to cardiac arrhythmia. It was later revealed that Warhol had been extremely weak and dehydrated prior to the operation. His death shocked both the art and film communities, proving that even simple surgeries can become fatal when pre-existing conditions are ignored. 15. Steve Allen, the original host of The Tonight Show, was more than a comedian. He was an actor, musician, and cultural icon. In 2000, Allen went in for a routine angioplasty to clear blocked arteries. Hours after the surgery, he suffered a fatal heart attack. The irony of surviving the operation but dying during recovery hit Hollywood hard. His death served as a cautionary tale about post-surgical monitoring and patient aftercare. 16. Leslie Cheung was one of Asia's most beloved stars, a singer and actor who transcended boundaries. In 2003, he had undergone minor surgical treatment for health complications linked to long-term medication use. Unfortunately, recovery didn't go as expected, and the beloved star's condition worsened. His untimely passing left millions heartbroken. highlighting the intense personal struggles that even the most glamorous figures face behind closed doors. 17. Lucille Ball, the legendary star of I Love Lucy, brought laughter to generations in 1989. At the age of 77, she underwent emergency aortic surgery after suffering a heart dissection. Initially, she seemed to recover, but days later, she suffered another heart rupture while still in the hospital. Despite heroic efforts by surgeons, Lucy passed away on April 26, 1989. Her death marked the end of an era, as Hollywood mourned the loss of its greatest comedic icon. If you found this video informative, please like, subscribe, and share it with your friends. Tell us in the comments which of these stories shocked you the most, or if you know of other actors who met a similar fate. Stay tuned for more deep